it's a bit of a mixed bag of a place, really. I mean, on one hand you've got all sort of like the clubs down that area, and on the other hand you've got like all the multicultural section down there, and then suddenly there's like a fire station and a football stadium. It's like, okay, they haven't really thought it through.
It's fantastic. It's very multicultural. I think relationship between ethnic groups are pretty good, I would say. I've seen lots of changes in the area. It's becoming a sort of much better area to live than it used to be in the past. And I'm generally quite happy here. I mean, I've lived here more than 10 years, as I say, so.
Tell me what you think about St Mary's.
St Mary's is a historical part of Southampton. It's for years been the centre of Southampton. What's my feelings? It's traditional. It's part of the city, huge part of the city.
The best way is to have it linked up to the present, to the rest of the shopping district, and that is where the news of the new Morrisons is obviously excellent piece of news, because it will link St Mary's to the rest of the shopping district, and we are obviously delighted that it will be linked up with East Street.
I don't know, I suppose it would be by giving incentives for more kind of businesses to move there, I guess.
The estate is very dreary. I think you need a bit of colour, people need to see the buildings just cheered up a bit. If we could have a fresh look around, you know, someone keeping the place tidy all of the time. We do have volunteers that go around the estate and pick up rubbish, but it's pretty dreary. And if the market, perhaps, if that could be reintroduced, because years ago it was a hub of this area, I understand, the market.
Some people have suggested that they don't feel safe walking there of an evening. I'm not entirely aware of the crime statistics, so I couldn't comment definitively about that. But it doesn't necessarily always feel safe, I guess.
It's not as bad as most people make it out. St Mary's gets a lot of bad publicity, I suppose. When you live here, you can see it through our eyes. It's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be, and everybody knows everybody in St Mary's. It's quite a close community, and yeah, there are some troubles sometimes with youth and stuff like that, but that's in the past. Most youth that live around here, they just youngsters, they got nowhere to go. They walk in groups. People assume that they causing trouble, but they got nowhere to go.
We've lost most of our market. I think that's the biggest thing that's been around here in the last 11 years. The market just down the road, it was a lot bigger, and you could literally pick anything up there. Now there's like 4 or 5 stores. The council are trying to get rid of it, which should be a shame because it's a charter market. It's been there, it is part of our history. It's been there for nearly 200 years, I think. So.
I don't think there's anything really unique about it. It's got a very good old church at the heart of it, which is nice. The fact that they are trying to improve it's a good thing.
This area is my favourite part of the city. I've lived in Derby Road, I've lived in Oxford Avenue, I've lived in Mount Pleasant Road for, not at the moment, for over 10 years. I love this area. It's the area which has got the most spirit in Southampton, it's got the most character, and it's got the most potential. It's one of the poorest parts of the city, but that's not the people's fault. That's because of decisions that have been made. I think all the potential for people to really take control of this area, make it the heart of the city, exists. It's just a question of us coming together and finding out, you know, what initiatives we can take to make it happen, and making sure that what we want is reflected locally and nationally. But this is the best part of the city. I feel totally safe.
Well, St Mary's Church, of course. I'm sorry that the market has changed so much. The old Kingsland market used to be a really worthwhile place to go to. I don't go there now.
Centre.
Vast difference. one poor, one reasonable, really. Really hard to say, you know.
Is there a relationship? I never really realised there was.
Yeah, and what do you think the council can do to improve that, or should they even do that?
Well, yeah, because the people of St Mary's need something like local that they can shop in instead of having to go to town. I know that Southampton is local, but everybody should have local shops.
Well, I think the relationship could only be strengthened, and Morrison's is a good store which hopefully will make stronger links between all the shopping areas, namely St Mary's, East Street, Below Bar and West Quay.
I will answer this via people like my mother and other customers who say that the spirit of those that grew up there in the 60s, 70s and earlier is still rife, it's still alive. But when they all disappear and vanish, it'll be a different community spirit.
With the communities, they do work hard, try to give us as much as a good name as they can. There's U Club here, there's this office here. There's a lot of places that has facilities for kids to go to. So that's a good thing, but I'm not sure about the council doing much for St Mary's.
It's a very busy area, very multicultural, lots of different people from all different backgrounds. It's very challenging, it's never the same day twice. I do a lot of work with the businesses and with the college itself, so I do talks in there about firearms and knife education, any other subjects like safety in the city and things like that.
School there, but Morrison is a good potential and cheaper things for the student, because students don't have much money, and it would be good to have a trial to find out which shop is better or which supermarket is a value for money, because sometimes when you get only one supermarket, you can't see which one can have deals. And the thing is, if you don't have any money, you have to go to the one which is expensive. So it could be good to have a Morrison here.
Yes, we've been aware of the Morrison's development, the East Street development. We've actually been housing the kind of display boards the last few weeks. They did a display over the road in the East Street shopping centre, and we're opposite that building, and so we're very keen to see that developed. It's become a bit of an eyesore, the existing building, and I think it also blocks us off from the city. So the new plans show a fantastic walkway from here and a narrowing of the road. And we love the idea of this place become more pedestrianised. And as you'll see at the front of Central Hall, there is a subway which has been raised up. It's an unnatural subway. They've actually put extra road in to create like almost a humped road, which makes Central Hall look like it's sunk in the ground. But if you look back at the original pictures, Central Hall was a key part of the city, and it was on the same level as the roadway. And to have it narrowed almost back to how it used to be, to create more pedestrianised connections through to the city down East Street, I think we're a very welcome connection. And also means our fantastic coffee shop here will have more opportunity to engage with those walking past.
Again, Morrison's, they're all the same. They're all tarred with the same brush. Yeah. These supermarkets are open up next door to each other. I can't see the point.
Multicultural.
Fantastic.
Innovative. Diverse.
Socialise.
Soulless.
Community spirit.
Vile.
Character.
Challenging.
Old.
Ambition.
Scruffy.
It's interesting.